we're just going to stand today because we don't stand enough during the day. So let's start with just rolling your shoulders back. But I want you to do more than roll your shoulders. I want you to pause. So normally we're like this at the computer, right? I do the same thing. We hunch over. So back is nice and straight. Core is tight. Roll your shoulders back and just pause. And just do that a couple of times so you can kind of reset your posture. Something that I really like to do with a band, I put a band around my wrist. I don't have a band right now. But a lot of times I'll take that band and put it around my wrist, roll my shoulders back, and just pulse out. It resets your posture, it gets your muscles nice and awake. So now we've rolled our shoulders back, we've kind of set that posture. So now let's do some arm circles, some big arm circles, nice and slow. Again, the whole time you're doing this, your back is nice and straight. And we're good. All right, so let's hand on your hip and then lean over to one side. We're gonna stretch out all of the upper body. You're gonna feel that right in your side. Hand over and switch sides. So now, I don't know what side you guys started on, but my right hand is on my hip. And I'm gently just leaning over, feeling that in my side body. And come on up, let's do some twists. So very gently, we've rolled our shoulders back, we've gotten our posture set. We're gonna do some twisting. Very gently, stretching out that back. Your core is tight. So now let's reach up and bring it back. Give it a twist to that side. So left arm reaches up, bring it back, twist to the left. Let's go to the right. Right arm reaches up, down, twist to the right. Let's finish it off the other side. Reach up left and down, twist to the left. All right, so we've got our shoulders, we've got our back a little bit. So let's interlock our fingers behind our backs and just gently pull up on your arms. I know you can't get very far. I can't get very far either. Our bodies aren't meant to go that far. We just want to stretch out your shoulders just a little bit. Your fingers are interlaced. Now just with a flat back, just kind of bend forward. Bring your arms straight up in the air. Just kind of pump them at the top a little bit, little tiny pulses. Getting those shoulders, that back nice and stretched. And slowly release your fingers so that your hands are reaching down towards your toes. Reach for your toes. So now we've moved into stretching out our hamstrings a little bit. Hands hug your elbows and just rock side to side with your neck. Roll your neck a little bit. Up and down, side to side. Everything else is just hanging there. And roll up one vertebrae at a time. So now we're gonna go the opposite way with our arm circles. We went backwards, now we're gonna go forwards. And we're gonna push side to side. Sometimes we use this in an exercise warm-up, but we're gonna push side to side. So you're gonna push to one side, push to the other side. I want you to reach a little bit farther back each time though. So we're going to gently twisting our back. Reach to the right, reach to the left. Okay, and let's interlace our fingers behind our back one more time and roll down. So, palms interlacing our fingers. Roll down one vertebrae at a time, back is flat till your hands are right above your head. And release your hands, reaching down towards your toes. Grab your elbows with your hands, let your neck hang. Just close your eyes or look at the floor. And come on up, roll up one vertebrae at a time. So let's do some quad stretches. We'll come back and we'll finish off. We started with our upper body, we'll finish with our upper body. So let's get our quads stretched out. Left foot into left hand. And we're just gonna hold it here. I've been sitting all morning. You guys have probably been sitting all morning. So we wanna activate our legs a little bit as well, even though we wanna focus on stretching out our upper body. Switch sides if you have not already. Right foot into right hand. If If you need to hang on to a chair or something, that's okay. We are going to sit back in our chairs for this, our next upper body stretch circuit. And release. We're going to bend down, touch our toes one more time for that hamstring stretch. Roll down one vertebrae at a time, but except this time curl your back. Roll your hands down, maybe touch your toes, maybe touch the floor. Hold for 5, release your neck. 4, 3, 2, and roll up. Let's sit down in our chair. I have a little exercise ball, so it's gonna be a little bit more difficult for me, but you're gonna sit down in your chair and we're going to reach, grab the back of your chair and just gently pull yourself. So I'm pretending I'm grabbing the back of my chair. And you're just gonna gently pull backwards, stretching out those shoulders, stretching out that back again. And switch sides. So now I'm reaching to my right hand's grabbing the back of my chair. I'm just gently pulling my back. And come to the front. So you're in your chair. Your right foot is gonna go towards the center of the floor, center of your body on the floor. And your left foot is gonna come up on top of your knee. So you're in like a figure 4 stretch. You're gonna push down on that left knee. So you're feeling that nice stretch in that left hip. So again, left foot is on top of your right knee. And you're gently pushing down. You probably don't have to push down very far to feel this stretch. But nice stretch in that left hip. We sit all day, so we need to make sure we get that stretched out. Gently push for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. We want to do the other side. So right foot is on top of left ankle. Ooh, I already feel it. So gently push down on that right knee, stretching out that right hip. These are some stretches that you guys can do while you're in a meeting, at your desk, while you're working. If you're feeling like you can't get up and walk around, maybe just do some of these stretches while you're working even. Okay, and release. Both feet come out in front of you. You're reaching for your toes. Both legs are extended. Your weight's on your heels or your flat foot, doesn't matter. You're just reaching for your toes, kind of rolling your back down, stretching out all of your whole body. Roll back up. I'm going to show you from this side. We're going to do that one more time. So you're sitting on your chair, or maybe your ball to engage your core a little bit more. That's always a good way. Roll down one vertebrae at a time again. Try to touch your ankles or your toes. Let your neck release. And come on up. So you can be sitting or standing now at this point. But if you're sitting, make sure that we rolled our shoulders back, chest is up, core is nice and tight. We've got that good posture. You're gonna grab with your left hand the right side of your head and just gently pull to one side. And when I said gently, I do mean gently. Don't crank it. It's not gonna feel good. It's not gonna do any good. We just wanna gently pull towards the left. Other side, with your right hand, grab the left side of your head and just gently pull to the right. We're gonna stretch out our neck because I know our shoulders and neck get so tense throughout the day. Let's do a couple neck head rolls at your own pace. Do a couple in one direction. Do a couple in the other direction. Make sure your posture stays up. One more. Roll your neck back. We are going to do just one exercise on our hands and knees, but you're not going to need a mat, so you're okay. Just on your hands and knees, we're going to do a cat-cow. So your hands are directly below your shoulders, knees are directly below your hips. You're going to round your back, release your neck, and flatten out your back. Look up. One more time. Roll your spine up in that cat position and flatten out your back. Look up at the ceiling. And at your own pace, slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time from that position. Got about 5 minutes left, so we're gonna go back to some standing because I want you to get as much standing as you can in this break, or standing, some more shoulders. So, I know we've done it a bunch, but let's just roll our shoulders back a couple more times. Find that posture again, because we went from sitting to on the ground to standing again, and our body is so used to hunching over that we want to make sure that we correct it. Shoulders are rolled back. Take your neck from one side, your head from one side to the other. Try to touch your ear to your shoulder. I know you're not actually going to, but that's what you're thinking of, touching one ear to your shoulder, other ear to your shoulder. Now try to touch your chin to your chest, and then look up at the ceiling. Chin to your chest, look up at the ceiling, your shoulders are still pulled back. Chin to your chest one more time, chin up to the ceiling. We're gonna do our pretend band again. So your band is around your wrists, your shoulders are pulled back. Let's just pulse it out. You don't need a band. So you're pulsing it out. Pretend you have a band and there's a little bit of resistance. It engages your core, your shoulders are in the correct position. Now one shoulder roll, one arm roll, the other arm roll. Come back to that banded position in front. Right arm goes back, left arm goes back. Last time, right arm goes back, left arm goes back. Let's do one back stretch, and then I'm gonna let you guys go for the day. So your hands are on your hips, your core is engaged. It's kind of like a standing cat-cow. Look up, arch your back just a little bit, twist from side to side, and roll forward to touch your toes. One more time. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Put your hands on your hips. Look up at the ceiling, gently arch your back. Go from side to side hips. 3, 2, 1. Last time, roll down one vertebrae at a time. Touch your toes, bend your knees, inhale, come on up. And then right at the top, interlace your fingers. Reach up, push your hands up into the ceiling, and exhale,